So we want to look at the number line. The number line is a horizontal line with numbers at intervals, and the numbers can be zeros, can be negative, can be positive, and it is used to represent linear inequality. So we have, for a number line, we have a horizontal line, and here is 0. This side is positive. So here we have 1 plus 1, we have plus 2, we have plus 3, we have plus 4, we have plus 5, and so on. This side should be negative. Here we have minus 1, this is minus 2, this is minus 3, this is minus 4, this is minus 5, and so on. So for us to be able to represent linear inequalities on the number line, we must understand the following inequality symbols. And the first one is when you have less than, we use a circle pointing backward. And the second one is when you have greater than, we make use of a circle with an arrow pointing forward. And the third one is when you have less than or equal to, we make use of a shaded circle with an arrow pointing backward. And the fourth one is when you have greater than or equal to, we make use of a shaded circle with an arrow pointing forward. Okay, so let's take some examples under the number line. So examples. So we want to represent the following inequalities using the number line. The first one is x is less than 3. So here you have your number line. Here is 0, this is plus 1, this is plus 2, this is plus 3, this is plus 4, and so on. This is minus 1, this is minus 2, this is minus 3, this is minus 4, and so on. So our circle should be on 3. And the arrow should be pointing backward since it is less than. So this is x is less than 3. So this has to represent it. So the second one is when you have x is greater than 3. So this is our number line. Here is 0, here is plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, plus 4, plus 5. This is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, and so on. So our circle should be on 3, and the arrow should be pointing forward since it is x is greater than 3. So let's look at the fourth one. If you have x is less or equals to 3, so here is our number line. This is 0, this is plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, plus 4, plus 5, and here is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5. So we have x is less or equals to 3. That means our circle should be on 3, and it should be shaded. Since it is less or equal to, it should be shaded, and the arrow should be pointing backward. And the fourth one, sorry, this is the third one. The fourth one is when you have x is greater or equal to 3. So on our number line, we should have something like this. Here is 0, here is 1, here is 2, here is 3, here is 4, and so on. Here is minus 1, here is minus 2, here is minus 3, here is minus 4. So you can continue the numbering, okay? But I wish to stop at 4. So here, our circle should be on 3, and it should be shaded since this is greater or equals to 3, and the arrow should be pointing forward. So let's look at the fifth one. What if you have minus 2 is less or equals to x less than 4? How do we represent this? So we have our number line. Here is 0, here is 1, here is 2, here is 3, here is 4, here is 5, here is minus 1, here is minus 2, here is minus 3, here is minus 4, here is minus 5. You can continue the numbering. So here we have minus 2 is less or equals to x is less than 4. Now, this means that x is greater or equals to minus 2. If minus 2 is less or equals to x, that means that x is greater or equals to what? Minus 2. So our circle should be here, and it should be shaded since it is less or equal to. It should be here, okay? And the arrow should be pointing forward, because our x, if you want to turn this around, this should be what? X is greater or equals to what? Minus 2, okay? So our arrow should be moving forward. And mind you, there are two values here. So for the second one, we have x is less than 4. Our circle should be on 4, and the arrow should be pointing backward. So you can see, so my arrow is going to move backward, and it will join this one. Okay, so this is how to represent minus 2 is less or equals to x less than 4. Let's take another example. When you have something like minus 2 is less than x less than 3. Okay, how do we represent this? So this is our number line. Here is 0, here is plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, plus 4, and so on. Here is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, and so on. So how do we represent this? Is minus 2 is less than x less than what? 3. Since minus 2 is less than x, that means that our x is greater than what? Minus 2. So our circle should be on minus 2, and it should not be shaded, and the arrow should be pointing forward, right? Since x is greater than what? Minus 2. And here we have x is less than what? 3. So our circle should be on 3, and the arrow should be pointing backward since x is less than, okay? So our arrow should be pointing backward, so it will join this one. So this is minus 2 is less than x less than 3. This is how to represent it. So quickly, I want you to try the seventh one. We have minus 2 is less than x less or equals to 5, okay? And share your answer on the comment. Thank you very much. Make sure you share this video.